Stop that. Bring it back. This shit is hot.
You don't want me serving these bricks, These junkies out, they need a fix, A 8 and a 2, watch it sit, Without me, they ain't getting lit, Up early, I'm serving these licks, We in the Mozzie with sticks, Your hoe in the back getting flipped, I showed her some game and shit, Like this, that's a quarter, this a half, here's a whole thing. Now these bitches on my phone tryna know things. How my zipper get attached to your nose ring? Tryna figure who I'm fucking, cause you nosy. You too goddamn nosy.
We back with another episode of Random Thoughts from Moto, episode 31. How we doing? How we feeling this week? I'm just a young nigga from South Florida with a vision and something to say. Yeah, I like that. The intro is still under revision because I'm not a young nigga as much as I used to be no more. You know what I'm saying? The times is changing. You know, the economy's getting harder. You know? So things need to change. But I just can't keep saying young nigga because, you know, I might need to get a sponsorship sometime soon. I'm working on to get some ad revenue. I love this shit, but I also love money. You know what I'm saying? Your boy needs some green. Not from y'all, but we trying to get this big. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get this big enough to, I mean, maybe once the Patreon starts dropping, then I'm going to need some from y'all if y'all want some on the Patreon for some, you know, explicit, some shit that I can't really do on YouTube nor say on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, there's certain levels to this shit. We gotta grow at some point. We gotta grow. Get rid of old ways. That's what grow means. That's what my boy told me. Get rid of old ways. Yes, I get it. There's like another O, but get rid of old ways. Grow. But also some shit that's actually on my mind though. Did I just tell y'all that I fucking hate rude people? Like, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much money you got, how much stronger you are. Unless you can like breathe underwater or do some superhuman shit, you have no business being rude to anybody on this planet. I don't care who you are. You could be the president. You could be Lotto. It don't matter. Don't be rude. Because you bleed just like how I bleed. You breathe the same air as I do. So what makes you think you too good to say good morning back? Fucking bitch. Fucking hate when people be on that shit. Don't you hate when, you know, you wake up with God and you try to be on the right side of shit and you try to spread the blessings? You say good morning to somebody and they just mean mug you and just keep it pushing? Like, bitch, I'm trying to spread some joy. Trying to spread some cheer. Have a human connection. But, you know, I get it. Maybe your check bounced and that's why you pissed. Maybe your scam ain't go through and that's why you can't say good morning back. I don't do that shit, but even if I was, I'd say good morning back, cause good karma. How else you gonna expect to get paid if you don't, you know what I'm saying? When folks hit a lick and they get back to the kids, that's good karma. Now you might get one motherfucker to come up and say, I want $8,000. You gotta tell that little nigga to back up, but like, you know, they always be giving 20s to the kids. You ever had $20 as an 8-year-old? Well, I get it. Times is hard now, so $20 ain't gonna get you shit now. It's hard to be an 8-year-old with $20 now. I'd much rather be an 8-year-old with $20 in '08. Whew. Shit made you feel like you was rich, boy. My God. But like that Kanye West song, la, 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 wait till I get my money right. Oh, yeah, that's how I felt every time I got money, a little $5, $10, $20. One time I got $150 when I was in middle school. Boy, did I really wish I knew what money was like, because like, bro, I was on snack runs, on snack runs, on snack runs, on snack runs, on snack runs. And I was going to the Walgreens back when they had like the discount, like the real good discounts, bro. You could get like 4 boxes of candy for $4. Shit was a good deal back in the day. Before recession hit. Before the taxes hit. before price of the brick went up. The good old days. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Y'all young bucks might be too y'all young niggas may not know nothing about that, but Pepperidge Farm, yeah. That shit got me through some tough times. Tough motherfucking times. Boy, when Hurricane Katrina hit and we ain't had no power for a couple days, Pepperidge Farm was there. When the stock market crashed, Pepperidge Farm was there. When Michael Jackson died, Pepperidge Farm was there. But you young niggas don't know nothing about that. I'm sorry, you wasn't there when you got the news that the GOAT died. You wasn't there. I don't know what y'all was doing. I was at my uncle's house spending the summer. Got the news, seen it on the report. I said, oh damn. An icon died. And I'm not gonna lie, can I be honest with y'all? As a jit, the Michael Jackson that I heard and the Michael Jackson that I saw, I didn't think they were the same people. And hear me out, before you call me stupid, I grew up with the dark skin, like, when my mom was playing the Thriller and all that shit, it was the dark skinned dude. I'm used to seeing the caramel dude. So when I see this white alien motherfucker, I'm just kind of like, bro, what's this woman doing? What are we on? Why is this woman named Michael? They just let anybody do anything now. That's what I thought when I was like 6 years old when I first seen Michael Jackson. Like, don't get me wrong. And his appearance, God bless my ignorant heart, his appearance looked so off to me as a jit that I completely disregarded the name Michael as a man name and thought that was a woman named Michael the whole fucking time. My bad. But can you blame me though? I was like 6. I was 6 when I first seen Michael Jackson, and I'm just like, damn, that's a scary looking white lady. And then a couple years later, when he did, I found out he was a he. And then I'm like, damn, that's the dude that made Thriller? Oh, what happened? See, a young Oz did not understand vitiligo. I didn't know that was a real thing. I thought that was just some made up shit. Sorry. My bad. But nah, I done seen some shit on TikTok about like these 2 little Asian kids. They can't be no older than like 5 years old. Scrapping the fuck out of each other. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think it's their older brother or their dad or some shit that just clear out some of the furniture, put out some play mats, give them some gloves, and just let them go to work. And the shit that killed me, underneath the tag, it say that this shit is done by professionals, but I'm like, bro, none of them can hold a pencil, so who's professional here? What are we doing? Now, don't get me wrong, like, both of them, you can't lie. I think both of them gonna be some real problems in like what I said there was like 4, 5. Give about like 14 years or some shit like that. I think they're gonna be a problem. Cause they already training young, they got the passion right, and once they get in a real gym and they can get some real form behind they like, you know, they punches and they kicks. Hey, y'all gonna have a real problem in the fucking ring. Once their hands and feet are registered as lethal weapons, it's game over. Shambles. Clock it. Alright. This kind of ties back into that rude shit that I was talking about. So look, I think if we punch more people in the face, they would make them think about what they gonna say, right? And I thought about this when I was thinking about pause, like the whole concept of having to say pause or phrasing or no diddy. Because I was talking, I think I was talking to my little brother or something. I was describing what my dad was doing. I was saying that he was sitting in his car and then he walked inside the house, right? But what I was initially gonna say, I said he came inside. Pause. Like, yeah, that sounds kind of crazy. Now, me and my friend, we were talking about like, bro, we kind of too old and mature to be constantly saying pause this and no diddy that and this, that, and the third. And I was just like, you know what, you're right. And then I was saying that shit, yeah, it was to my friend. Because I was talking to him and I'm like, hey, you know what, bro? I know we said, like, we done with the pause shit, but I really think we need to stay on that shit because it really makes people think about what they gonna say. And if they think about what they gonna say to be misconstrued in an immature way, I think they can figure out how they could not piss people off and not get punched in the face and not be rude. Like, it's a connection here, guys. It's a connection here. Because I corrected myself immediately and I said he walked inside. And I'm like, damn, that sounds a lot better than he came inside. And I get it, we supposed to be mature, but like, still think about it. Isn't it a lot better to just say some shit that can't be misconstrued in any type of way? Like, you actually have to think about what you're saying and how not to look sus and how not to offend people. Punch more niggas in the face when they say some weird shit. That's my main point. That's my main point about bringing back pause. That's my main point. Because it's going to force people to not try to be rude. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm tired of rude people. This shit pisses me off. This shit, and I'm a rude driver, but I ain't a rude person. There's a difference. There's a difference. Yeah, I might cut into this lane without using my blinker, but I made sure that I had at least like 20 feet of distance between us. 1, 2, nah, that's all I got. I think that one point is very valid to be the end all be all for my argument. I watched, I checked. Now, if anything else happens, it's because no one else was paying attention. If I don't use my blinker, it's because I checked. And if I cut you off, you just happen to be in my blind spot. I'm sorry. Whoops. But nah, let's talk about hoops for a second. Let's talk about hoops. Let's talk about hoops. Let's talk about hoops. Because I seen some shit about Tyrese Haliburton having like a certain amount of 20 points, 10 assists with 0 turnover games. And when all is said and done, is he going to be better? I think he's going to be better than Chris Paul. When all is said and done, I think Tyrese Haliburton is going to be better than Chris Paul. He already imitates art. That's one. 2, because you a bigger guard. Like, I think he's like 6'5", 6'6", and Chris Paul is like 6'1" or 6'2". I think he's 6'2" or some shit like that. Some shit like that. So, you know, that height difference makes a, you know, that slight edge in the height can make a difference, especially in playmaking. Legacy wise, if he wins a chip, I definitely think he's going to be. There's going to be conversations, to say the least. There's going to be conversations for sure about Tyrese Haliburton and where he ranks in point guards when this is all said and done. And to be honest, we're entering an era where, like, really, these young cats that's been walking in the league now, they're starting to make their case to start replace some of the old heads from way back when. So, like, Tyrese, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Shai even, Jokic for sure. Jokic is already putting himself in conversations with Wilt. So, we really gonna have, like, the era is really changing. Times is really changing, yo. Times is really changing. And I genuinely think Hallie is going to be over Chris Paul. And since we talking about the old versus the new, Can we talk about how, like, Jokic, when all is said and done, Hall of Famer for sure. Absolutely. Lock. All right, cool. Will his jersey get hung up? Absolutely. I think it deserves to get hung up. You the only Finals MVP in franchise history thus far. All right, I think that deserves something. But what's fucked up is that he was allowed to wear number 15. That's where the issue is. Whatever number Jokic wore, it was going to get hung up in the rafters. I have no argument for that. None. But you gonna say Carmelo Anthony, y'all ain't respect him enough to let no one else touch the 15 in Denver? No one else can touch the 7 in New York. You gotta at least respect him somewhere. He's in the Hall of Fame, for goddamn sake. Like, we gotta do something. We gotta make, like, to be honest, yeah, like I said, he shouldn't have even been able to wear number 15. How you gonna disrespect that in the house that Melo... Okay, before Jokic pulled up there, what was popping in Denver? Melo. Hello. Come on now. What we gonna say for the Knicks? Same shit for the Knicks. Who was popping before Jalen Brunson pulled up to the scene? Who was on New York at the time? We had R.J. Barrett. He had some motion coming out of Duke with Zion, but that died out. He ain't do nothing there. It was kind of a lot of mid rebuilding after the Melo era. Let's call it a beam. Like, after all said and done, to summarize my basketball point, fuck that. Y'all can watch it back. Matter of fact, love to Jokic, but you should have never been able to wear 15, my boy. You should have never been able to wear that shit. Should have never been able to wear that shit. And I'm off the basketball talk. Alright. I seen some shit the other day. I'm gonna brace myself. Yeah, I seen a man blowing into a cow's ass. I can't show y'all, but I'll be damned if I just take that to the grave and be the only one to, like, of course I shared it with my friends, but, like, bro, what? This is a real head scratcher. What could ever possess someone to do that? Okay, you know what? I think I seen something about, like, supposed to help the cow's digestive tracts or some shit, but get a fucking pump, bro. You about to go kiss your mama with that shit, or your lady, or your partner. You about to go do some shit with your mouth that involves other people, and you putting it in the cow's anus. We really got... I can't even say we, because it's that guy in particular. He can't be around nobody else. He gotta walk around with his own utensils, his own silverware. Same shit. His own silverware, his own cup, his own plate, his own all that. All that. It can't even be near nobody else's. Matter of fact, even if he was living in a house with everyone else, we got a section off all that hygienic shit over there. Your cup can't ever be near my cup, brother. Never, never, never. Your cup cannot be near this cup. Cause you put your mouth on booty, on cow booty. I don't. I just really have to get that shit out the way. Cause nah, fam. Nah. I ain't doing all that. And you know how shit's really getting bad when not only do we have niggas blowing in cows' asses, but when South Park decides to come back for a new season, woo! Well, Holly, we are cooked. Oh my goodness. Bro. South Park hasn't dropped a whole season since like 2016 or 2016, 2017, some bullshit like that. I was still in high school when that shit happened. Trump just started his first term. COVID didn't hit. They had a little special, but that was it. So that really tells you something. Really tells you something. Really tells you something. Like, we got this tariff going. Bro, we got Trump trying to go ban for ban with China on this tariff shit. We got war in the Middle East. We got war in Africa. We got crazy shit. It's just crazy shit going on everywhere. And that's before South Park can even get into what they can actually get into. So that really took, like, my nigga, we are literally going band for band with China. In case y'all did not know. And them boys put the iron to our chest and we folded. Oh my God. What happened to the game I used to love, man? We used to... Remember what we did when we didn't want to pay taxes? We became America. I think we need to... I don't know. I think we need to get back to a little bit of that gutsman. Get a little backing. Get a little patriotism. But then again, it's hard to get patriotism because... I don't even have the energy for all that. I don't got the energy for all that. But no, actually, no, I do. This is a podcast. Y'all gonna learn some shit. We ain't never really gonna get there because we kind of been divided as a people. Like, Lil Baby tried to make a song that's bigger than Black and White. And I forgot how the lyrics go or some shit like that. But you get the message. It's supposed to be a bigger problem, and we ain't getting that shit. So... now we forgot our backbone and our identity. We used to go to war about this shit. We used to, you know what I'm saying? We used to really get active about this shit. But now we kind of chilled out. And I guess it's because technology advanced, so we don't really have to try as hard. But, like, at the same time, damn, don't slack just because you got here. You can look, bro, I think America got a little too comfortable with their motion. The one thing about motion, it's not permanent. It can, bro, for something to have forever motion, it's forever gotta have the same consistency. We ain't have the same consistency. We didn't. We're trying to get old school results with new school methods. It's not going to work. We have new methods. We have to just see where these new methods take us. We just have to see what results these new methods take us. What results these new methods would give us. Fuck. Y'all ever say some shit and then it just came out all types of weird? Ew. Disgusting. But y'all get the point. I think y'all get the point. So if South Park can come back with a new season about this shit, I think y'all get the point. I think y'all get, yeah. So, I want to give a shout out. Okay. Okay. I want to give a shout out to clout chasers. Only for the fact of, I get it, clout's a hell of a drug, and it's dangerous, but at the same time, it genuinely answers so much, like, alright, look, I get it. What would happen if you stick a fork in a toaster? I know what will happen. It's nothing fun, but that doesn't mean I don't want to see someone do it. And the fact that we're in an era where people finna do that for the clout, I say give us one. They finna do something that I would never do just for the sake that I can see it being done. For sure, I say we say their name. I say we give them their flowers and put them on the Clout Chaser Hall of Fame. I mainly say this because I don't know if y'all seen that one dude who put the 2 forks in the toaster, zapped the shit out of himself, literally, fell back, you seen shit, all in his motherfucking, yeah, you seen it. He did that for our entertainment. His name is Boggles. Follow him on all that shit. Cause He did that for just so we could see what would happen. If that ain't the realest shit I ever fucking seen, y'all don't agree? Like, he really did that shit just so we can say, wow. Or just so we could really get a laugh. And I think that commands respect. No? Shit, y'all bugging. I think so. That's what Ozzy knows. That's what Ozzy knows. But can I give a quick PSA? I keep asking. I'm going to just do it. We need to watch out for what's going on with AI. And I say this because that shit's starting to get real good. I seen 2 clips that really made me say, whoa. I know someone who's 45 years old who's seen this shit. They gonna believe that. They gonna believe that. I seen one, Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton, smoking, drinking, doing burnouts in the pink Rari. Obviously, it's AI, but that shit was good. That shit was consistent. And then I seen another one of Mike Malone, the Nuggets head coach. He was talking shit. And the only reason I knew it is because he said some shit about Lil Daddy Bron James or some shit like that. And that's how I knew it was AI. But up until then, the audio, it was sounding consistent. It sounded legit. Like the mouth movement, it didn't look authentic. So I could kind of peep something, but it almost wasn't there, you know? Like I'm kind of looking at that bit like this. You know? I think I'm looking at this shit like this. I think that's fake. I hope so. Nah, he said Lil Daddy James. Nah, that's fake. But that was good though. You gotta give them programmers their props. They really doing their thing. They really in their Duffy right now with that shit. I can't hate. Gotta be careful. You might start a fucking war about this. You really might start World War III about this. And bro, if World War III is started by AI, cause I'm gonna put y'all on a fun fact. You wanna know how World War I started? It pretty much went down like this. I forgot the countries' names because these countries kind of got taken over and shit like that. You know how Europe was in the 20th century, right? No. Yeah, I think that was the 20th century. But they talking about some political figure went to another country, right? And in that country, a terrorist group killed said political figure. Now, this is where shit gets wicked. Everybody wanted their lick back. Obviously, that country wanted their lick back on this country, but this country talking about something, bro, that's not even our people. But, like, I feel you, though, but you got to watch how you talking. So then they said, bro, I'm going to call my people. And they said, hey, if you call your people, I'm going to call my people. And then that's pretty much how everyone allied together, and it was the Great War. It literally started off of some bullshit. And what is AI? Some bullshit. So, if that shit pop off and ends up creating World War III, bruh, that is literally the downfall of our own creation. You know what? Hop off the AI train while you can. The only AI you better be talking about is Allen Iverson, my nigga, because what the fuck? That shit is terrible. That shit is absolutely grits. No bueno. No Kinder Bueno. None. And speaking of some shit, let me throw y'all in the scenario. Fuck the AI right now. We're done with that. Y'all know how when you go under anesthesia, you're supposed to be like real loopy and like You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be just saying whatever the fuck. There was this one dude who went down under. He kind of coming out of it. He's still loopy. He's still macked out, you know. And he started telling his wife some deep dark secrets, like some real deep dark secrets, like some shit you would never dare to say even if you drunk. But you off of anesthesia, it's a little stronger, you know. So I'm thinking about what could you find out? Like, what if you, like, how can you really, alright, boom. This is what I'm trying to say, and this is what I damn near had a stroke trying to explain to y'all. Let's just say on summer 2022, you went out with your boys, bachelor party type shit. You went out, you was lit. There was weed smoking, there was liquor flowing, music bumping, titties jumping, you know. Shit was going good. It was real nice, real, you know what I'm saying? You set up the perfect play, the perfect lie. Y'all cooked this scheme up to perfection. And then, boom, you get your wisdom teeth pulled out 3 years later, and now you drunk, now you kind of like just sloppy sitting there on the operating table spilling the beans of your operation from X amount of years ago. Now it's kind of like, damn, once you get sober, now you got to backtrack on the lie that you already forgot that you cooked 3 fucking years ago, because that's how macked out you was, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we get down. So the real question is, what situation can you get yourself out of, and can the whole I was loopy, can that shit save your ass? Wouldn't save me. Wouldn't save me, my nigga. There's so much shit I'd have to backtrack. So much. Oh my God. Oh my God. That shit's not good. That shit's not healthy. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Whew. This has been fun. I forgot how long this has been going on for, but I think this is pretty good for a little episode. This has been episode 31. Actually, I got some more shit to say. No, I don't. This has been episode 31 of Random Thoughts from Ozzymoto. I have been your host, Ozzymoto. We're going to play some tunes and rock out. Thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, share, all the love, spread the message, spread the thoughts. On IG, follow me right here. I'm going to start doing posts on my story where if y'all got something to say, I want to address it. Let's go. Random Thoughts with Ozzymoto. Let's go. Let's play this shit and get on out of here. Have a good night, y'all. Well, it's a good night for me. I don't know what. Alright, let go.
I've been tripping, going through it. I've been stressing about a bitch. I ain't gon' lie, when she love, that shit hurt me like a bitch. But I'm straight though, I still get cases though. Still small hella dough. About to take a trip to the island for them crazy hoes. She gon' suck my tip. Yeah, she wildin', wanna take me home. Say she stayin' sunrise in the hood with all them vacant homes. When I seen them bando men, I said I'm not gon' make it home. I'ma sell shop with my Glock, got a camera stove. Run up in this trap, if you want bitch, I got hella poles. And some naked hoes, whipping Yola for no profit though. They not sniffing codes, cause they know they gotta fucking go. Ain't no strung out hoes in my trap, they gotta fucking go. And if it's snitching hoes in my trap, we gotta fucking go. Cause they gon' kick the dough, take the money and all the fucking dough. I'ma kill that hoe, because I knew she was a shady hoe. I say fuck it though, I gotta eat man, I can't start no more. Bought that hoe a ring, but but she don't feel me in her heart no more. So I bought a bean, cause there's no feelings in my heart no more. I bought a red one, AR, with the sniper scope. I be going in, don't need no hook, that just for snagging hoes. Never real men can't get too cold, man, I just let them go. I pass it to the bro, dig her out, man, he can have that hoe. Ain't no beefing about it, if it's one, it's about 1,000 more.